Welcome back to my channel. I will be doing the October 2018 monthly reading for the sign of Virgo. So hey Virgos, it's Kira with Follow Your Arrow Tarot, and I'm here again to do your monthly reading. So Virgos, when I was meditating and researching on your sign for October of 2018, we're still carrying over a lot of the energies from the September 2018 reading. Virgos, you're still very conscious of your development, or I should say you should still be very conscious and mindful of your development in your identity, your individuality. In three facets. You're really developing and cultivating who you are as a person, practicality, with who you are in your community, who you are in your family, and in your job and your business. So practically, who are you in the 3D world as a human being, right? And then also you're developing your identity physically. So I feel as though a lot of Virgos, maybe this past year or maybe in the month of October, I feel like you're changing your physical appearance, whether that's cutting your hair, dyeing your hair, trying new styles. Maybe you've purchased a lot of clothes lately. You're getting ready for fall. I just see you really doing a lot of things to your physical outward appearance, possible tattoos, piercings, that kind of thing. You're changing something to your physical from your old self. But most importantly, I really feel like you're starting to dive deeper into your identity spirit in the spiritual sense. You've been really questioning your identity as a spiritual being, whether that's someone you were always raised a certain way, or you were raised in the church, or you were raised with a certain set of beliefs or values. In your adult life, you've really been questioning those things or challenging them, or you are really quite interested in other facets and other people's beliefs and ideas, and you're just now starting kind of to scratch the surface of that. And I really want to implore you to continue with that study and that research and that realm of your identity development. I also think Virgos, you're still really reflecting on past and possibly current relationship, not issues, but things that have happened to you when it comes to love or deep relationships. I'm thinking about maternal or paternal elders, so ancestors or grandparents, great grandparents, or mother, father. You've had some difficult times with someone you look up to, and someone you love and care for deeply. Okay. And so I still feel a little bit of murky energy in that respect, and a little self-deception. You're not. I don't see Virgos, with the Hermit card. You, at least the ones I know, you tend not to. You are emotional beings, but you don't like to talk about your emotions. My son's a Virgo. I have some friends who are Virgos. And I really feel like they know what the truth is. They know what they saw. They know what they felt. They know what they heard. But sometimes it's so painful that you allow your mind to play tricks on you, or you start believing in a certain way of like, oh, well, that happened, but that didn't happen like that kind of thing. And I feel as though this has something to do with someone from your past. You're trying to mislead yourself regarding the circumstances that truly happened. And I really feel like not only are you in the path of really trying to conquer those issues and weaknesses within yourself about those issues, but you're on the path of resolving those. Or I feel as though like you should be being told you need to resolve those, because those will bring you down real quick. Okay, let's see. So when I was meditating on your sign, I write down images or numbers or words or quotes or whatever that I feel when I meditate on your sign. And I kept drawing like a circle with a slash through it, and which is my symbol of, you know, don't, not, can't, don't have, zero, void. Okay, that's my symbols for that. And understanding, understood, understanding. So I feel as though something in your past you don't quite understand. Like, whether that's intuitively you don't understand why something happened, or why someone was the way they were, or why someone left, or why someone made the choices they did, or you don't have all the pieces to the puzzle, all the answers, all the facts to some problem. And so it's making you hard to piece together the picture to understand it all, so you can resolve it to move on. Okay, does that make sense? There's something in your past that you don't understand that has something to do with the people that you love. Someone I feel like it's someone you lost, a relationship that ended, or you lost somebody, relative, something like that. You don't understand. You have questions. I kept saying question mark, question mark. You have questions. And so I really feel like this month you're going to be tackling and trying to resolve those inner issues with those you love. But it's really important for you, Virgo. I think the main goal and concept you should get intuitively for the month of October 2018 is that you really are working on your individuality and your greater self-knowledge, okay? And with that, all these things that you have to go through, all these lessons, all this study of yourself, all this research of your spirituality is really good for you, because all of that put together is going to conclude in your evolution as yourself, your evolution as your own human being. And evolving is really important. And I feel that's a lot of reasons why you're going through this identity thing where you're changing and guessing, second guessing your identity physically, spiritually, and in the 3D world. Planetary wise, Virgos, in the beginning of October, which already occurred, so this already happened on October 1st and 2nd, your ruling planet of Mercury was in your second house of money and resources, and it squared with Pluto in Capricorn in your fifth house of creativity and children. So Virgos, if you have a child or children, I feel as though they are taking your money. I feel like, and this happens every fall because we had back to school shopping. If you have children who are involved in sports or homecoming or, football, cheerleading, volleyball, you have all the beginning of the year costs. And I feel as though, your children have been really needing a lot of your resources. So that's made you to start to be frugal. You're really cognizant on balancing your checkbook and balancing your money. And you're being really conservative because I think for a lot of you Virgos, you're a little bit concerned about towards the end of the year, with all the holidays coming up. So, just know that, it is what it is, but, definitely be looking at that bank account. Definitely, be willing to say no to your children sometimes. I kind of just get this feeling like you may be a Virgo mom or dad who rarely say no to your child because you just want to give them the best, but there is going to be times where they really don't need it, so it's okay to say no, okay? On October 5th, Venus went retrograde in Scorpio in your third house of communication. So I feel for you, as I've felt for a lot of signs for the month of October with this retrograde. Retro means redo, reconcile, recreate. It's kind of like that. It reminds me of that Paulo Abdul song, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. It's kind of like that. You feel like you're getting somewhere, but then you go in a circle, like you go back and so it's really a confusing time. And I think with your fifth house of communication, your third house of communication, you're going to have some those kind of things happening this month in communication where you're going to put something out in the world, whether it's verbal or written or text messages, technology. And it's not going to come across the way that you intended it. So be very careful. I kept hearing technology. I feel like some of you Virgos, you really like to do things technology. You don't have to, admit your emotions in front of people. It's a lot safer. It leaves you less vulnerable to use technology when you're speaking. And so I just want you to be mindful and careful when you're text messaging or emailing people for this month, because with that retrograde, I feel as though you may not be cognizant of everything you're saying, or people may take it the wrong way. So just be careful with that. Also, I really feel for like the month of October, you're really going to be asking yourself, especially with this Venus in retrograde with Scorpio, kind of brings me to like the Moon card. What shadows and secrets are you keeping that you aren't communicating to yourself or to others? And I think it's a really important time, especially since, you're an earth sign. Earth signs don't always find it easy to share along with that communication about things that are deep. Like, you are the type of men and women that, you will keep your own secret to your grave, and it was just 11/11. So I'm right on that. And so I think if you have people in your life who you can trust, with your heart and soul, I think it might be time to have some deep talks, but let them come up genuinely. Don't be like, hey, sit down, I need to tell you something. But just don't be awkward about it. Just let it come up. And if it does come up, or someone asks you a deep probing question, now might be the time to get into that, especially if you have a significant other, and if your relationship's just developing, or you're in the middle of it and you're wanting to have a deeper connected spiritual relationship. Have those pillow talks. Okay. I'm really hearing the word trust for you. That may be an issue you've had in the past, or you currently have an issue. So really focused on trust, and trusting the right people, because through that you're going to heal and grow. And you know what? Trusting people takes a lot of courage and a lot of honesty, and it takes knowing that you're going to leave yourself out there vulnerable to get hurt or to be scrutinized or criticized, Virgo. And I know with your sign, I feel like, you're a little bit more of the sensitive, emotional of the zodiac. And so you really don't like to do that, because it hits you a lot harder than other signs. But you know what? I think you can handle it. I think you're at a place where you can handle it. Just baby steps, okay? October 8th, we had a new moon in Libra in your second house, again, of money and resources. So I feel as though for the month of October going forward, you've had to become a little frugal, because there's been a lot of expenditures in your life. And so now you need to replant those seeds. Empress just popped up when I said that. Plant those seeds. Okay. She plants seeds, right? She's nurturing. There's abundance around her, Yeah, definitely plant those seeds for positive change. So start saving your money. I think that would be really good for you, Virgo. Coming up next week, October 19th, Mercury will be in Scorpio in your third house of communication, and Mars in Aquarius in your sixth house of labor, sickness, and service. So I'm starting to feel at the middle to the end of the month, something in your life has caused you to be emotional. So whether it's all these past things coming to the surface, or I feel as though something has just occurred, and this could be more geared towards just a few Virgos, maybe not the collective. Remember, this is a general reading, so it's only going to resonate with some of you, but I'm getting this message more for only a few of you Virgos, but I feel like you have experienced an emotional loss in the month of September to October, whether that's losing a relationship or losing a loved one. I feel as, you've lost something. Okay. Celebration, dark. You feel like someone may have crossed over, or something has left you so exhausted and emotionless. So it could be that. For some of you, for some of you Virgos, I feel like you have lost something or someone, and it's caused an emotional loss. Or for some of you, you're so exhausted because you've labored, you've been sick, or you've you do service for others, and you've done that so much that you feel emotionally drained, you know, a loss of energy. Okay. And to sum it up, on October 24th, we will have a full moon, and it will conjoin with Uranus in Taurus in your 9th house of spirituality and the higher mind, with Venus, of course, retrograde in Scorpio. So, Virgos, you will have a challenge to be expanding your mind. It's a really important time for you to be inquisitive right now. You already have a lot of questions, like I said earlier, from past things, but I think is now the time to start. I'm talking about spirituality, religion, faith, whatever it is you believe in. It's now the time to start expanding that mindset and start asking questions. Watch documentaries, watch things on YouTube, talk to people, go to church, go, you know, read a book. Go do whatever it is you need to do to be spiritually more inquisitive. I am hearing critical think for yourself. Just because you were brought up a certain way doesn't mean let go of that part of you, but definitely develop it, okay? Because there's more out there that I don't think you're quite aware of. That just came to me, so. Because I feel as though Virgos, and for whoever this message in particular is for, you tend to be quite skeptical. You may even be quite skeptical of the video you're watching right now. So I really think with the full moon being in your 9th house of spirituality and higher mind towards the end of the month, really looking in and diving deep into that spiritual side of you will be very fruitful and important for you. All right, Virgos, let's get into your 2018 October monthly tarot reading. Virgos, what messages do we have for Virgo in the month of October 2018? What messages do we have for Virgo in the month of October 2018? So first card that came out is the Page of Swords. Okay, Swords, air, communication. What messages do we have for Virgo in the month of October 2018? So we have the World in reverse. Okay, cycle ending. Possibly with a Leo, an Aries, or a Taurus. Or a Virgo, I feel. Oh, these cards are getting a little cray-cray. What messages do we have for Virgo in the month of October 2018? Ooh, Two of Swords in reverse. So there's that deep, conscious, contemplating, choosing between two things, but you've made that choice. Or you're going to make that choice, I feel. Lots of blues, lots of air. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini air sign. What messages do we have for Virgo in the month of 2000? Well, too many. In the month of October 2018, Virgo. What messages do we have for Virgo? Messages do we have for Virgo? What messages do we have for Virgo? Okay. Two popped out. Ooh, that came out too. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. All right. So, starting with the first card is the Page of Swords. So, this Page of Swords, you could be dealing with somebody who, like I said, is an air sign. So, Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. The swords have to do with communication. So, like I said, communication is going to be key this month. With the page, someone may be coming to you with a message. I feel like it's a masculine energy. So if you're female, I feel like a male is going to be coming to you with a message. Possibly someone from your past may be popping up. I'm getting this feeling like, you know, he came back again from somewhere, just he came in with the wind, let's see. I'm going to want to clarify this page because I don't feel it's your energy. I feel it's somebody else's. Someone possibly who played with your heart, immaturity. I'm getting some vibes on this. Interesting. The second card you got is the World in reverse. So in the world, in the upright position for me is completion, is winning, victory. You know, could be you being single. Like that's what I see in the upright position. So maybe this person who's coming from the past is coming to you with a message, but unfortunately you're no longer single anymore. So you could be with somebody else, and you might just be with somebody who's a Aries, Leo, a Virgo like yourself, Gemini. Those are who's speaking to me. But this world in reverse, maybe your world feels like it's upside down right now. Let's see. The next card is the Two of Swords in reverse. Normally in the upright position, this card to me is, again, you're making a decision in your mind, and you don't know which way to go. You feel blinded by the decision. And you've got the night sky and the moon. So there could be hidden things, but it's in the reverse. So you're coming out of that decision, or you've made the decision to move on. Okay, let's see if this story is playing out for me. So, and I feel like this message is only for specific certain people. I feel as though there will be a masculine energy who is younger, so 20s, 30s, or younger in mindset. They may have been when you were with them, or you could be with them right now. They're very young in mind, immature, you know, a page. They blow with the wind. Someone who never quite knew what they wanted. They're going to come in with communication. It could be, like I was warning you, be careful of text messaging or emailing. They may be messaging you through social media. So like they may be direct messages you on Facebook or Instagram, or sending you a text or an email, and it may come out of the blue. I feel out of the blue. And I'm not sure if it's reconciliation. I just feel like they want to like check up on you, or they want to talk about something in the past, maybe some closure of something. And but it's been a while. And with this world in reverse, you're not single any longer. Either you're dating someone or you're with somebody when they come talk to you, which typically would have you torn between two people. But I think you know that you're ready to move on, or you've made the right decision to move on, because maybe in the past you were thinking between this person and being single, or this person and who you're with now, but you were blinded by something. You didn't have all the facts. This is maybe where the question mark is coming in, and you don't understand. Yeah, this part of the reading seems very squared into like a few people. So if this doesn't resonate with everybody, I'm sorry, but that's kind of how I feel. I feel it's about love. Love, hands down. Next card, you've got the Three of Pentacles. So you're an earth sign. So Pentacles are an earth sign. And three could, typically this is not a card of like, three people involved, but I do feel there are three people involved. And I feel like this is you looking at two people. This could also be talking about how we're talking about frugality with money. So maybe you're trying to explain to your family or your children, or to whomever. Maybe you have a nuclear family of three. You spouse, you wife, husband, and child, and they're coming to you with all their wants and needs, like, we need this, we want this, and you're like, look up here, like, we don't have the money for that, or that's not necessary. Look, I'm over here trying to build us a nice foundation. And like, you're the person that gets to say yes or no in the matter. But then I also get this vibe too, is it's like a triangle. Three people. Interesting. I'm going to want to clarify that. Right next to the Three of Pentacles is another earth sign of Seven of Pentacles. So 3 and 7, they're not the worst numbers, but they're not the best numbers, especially with Pentacles to me. You're not quite complete. Who got this card? This was just in another reading. Pisces, I think it was. But Seven of Pentacles, every time I look at this card, he doesn't look quite satisfied to me. He looks deep in thought. And it could be that you're saving up all your extra leaves, all your extra coins that you have. I really feel like this has to play towards money, but it could also tie into this storyline from earlier of that you know, you're thinking about the past. You still have questions about the past. You're still thinking about it. You think about it every day as you're working, you know, or not a day goes by that you don't think about it. That's kind of what I'm getting the feeling with that card. You're in a lot of deep thought this month, Virgo, because the end, your final outcome card is the Four of Swords in reverse. So, I mean, I love seeing this in reverse. I think that's really good because normally in the upright position, this is the card to me of like life will make you stop when you need to stop. You are resting. You're reconsidering something after, you know, this is the Four of Swords. So again, another air sign. I always look up here in the glass and there's a woman and child and the man. So it's almost as if like, sometimes I get the impression like, you know, a woman and child has been left, you know, like they've lost a man at war, or, you know, spouse has passed away. I always get that like feeling of separation, or something's been put to pasture or put, you know, to closure, or you're contemplating something keeps you up at night. But also this card to me makes me want to tell you to be cognizant of your health. And I think that kind of ties into, we were saying at the end of the month, you're going to feel emotional loss. You're going to feel completely exhausted, or someone has been lost. Because to me, I get this feeling like we're in a church, you know, and somebody has been bronzed and laid asleep, kind of how they used to in tombs in the old times. So I feel as though you've lost somebody, you've lost somebody, or you feel emotionally exhausted and you feel lost. But we're going to clarify these cards. So Virgo, yeah, Virgo. A month of being in your head. Okay, we've got four swords. So that's about thoughts and communication. So you're going to be deep in thought and how you're going to communicate. Yeah, and money. Be careful with your money. Let's clarify these cards for Virgo in the month of October 2018. What clarifications do you have for the cards on the table for Virgo in the month of 2018? October. Page of Swords. Okay, coming in with the wind. Detach. Ooh, I don't often get this card either. That's so crazy. Detach. Either this person who's coming back in to communicate with you detached himself or herself from you, or they have a detaching type personality, like when you were with them, they were very detached from you, made you feel lonely. Or I feel like this could also be saying that you need to detach yourself from this person, or you need to detach and work on your identity, like we were talking about. So I could see this go three different ways. I feel like this detached card is more your energy. I see this white dove, and for whatever reason, I thought about the saying, if something loves you, set it free, and if it was yours, it will return. If it doesn't return, it was never yours. Whatever that quote is, anybody who's watching this, if you know it, if you can put it in the comment section below. It's along those lines. I feel it's time to release or detach yourself from somebody in the past who wasn't there for you the way you needed. That, or maybe you are starting to feel yourself detach because you're sad about something from the past, or something has happened to you, or you felt like you've had to detach. But you need to release, like maybe you are the dove and you need to finally release that constraint on your heart and your soul so you can move on. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that resonates with you Virgos who are watching. Let's clarify this world in reverse. World in reverse. Something's left you possibly feeling like your world was turned upside down in the past, or it has been turned upside down in the recent past, or you're no longer single, you're in a relationship now, but it's still in the beginning stages, you're so unsure. Let's clarify this world in reverse card for Virgo. Okay. Share the love. Okay. Heart was broken in the past, and now you're starting to feel ready to share your love. So again, I feel like if you are single, you won't be single for much longer. Someone's going to come in your life, and because in the upright, the world to me is someone who is single, but in the reverse, no longer. But you're definitely ready to share your love. You've detached yourself from possibly whomever this was in the past, this page-like energy and mindset of love that was not mature enough for you. And you're ready to honestly share your love with someone who's mature. And like, to me, I don't know. Yeah, you're ready to share your love. Possibly, if you're a Virgo man or woman, you might be interested in finding someone who's older than you. I get that vibe, like someone who's older and more mature for you would be good. What is this Two of Swords in reverse for Virgo? Two of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. Okay. So, you finally made that decision. You're coming out of being blinded, and now you're starting to blossom slowly, because with this blossom card, I get that earth vibe from it, and earth is pentacles. You are an earth sign, Virgo, and things you do and things for you can change slowly, okay? Like with the seasons, it takes its time. It can't be rushed. You can't just put a seed in the ground and expect it to be a plant tomorrow. It needs sunlight and oxygen and water to grow. And sometimes that you're a little bit impatient, but this is for yourself. You need to allow yourself the time to grow, because you're starting to get back some new vitality. You're starting to get all these colors back into your life again. You're moving from more of this, dull gray winter cold type color feeling to evolving your identity and yourself, willing to share your love. You're starting to feel more alive again. Okay. What's this Three of Pentacles? Three of Pentacles for Virgo. Let's see. Okay, so all these cards came out. I'm going to read them quick because I feel like it tells a story. So this Three of Pentacles, remember I said you're up here. See? He's one step ahead of the people he's in front of. If you looked at this picture, who would you point out as the leader? More than likely this guy, correct? Okay, so this is you, Virgo. With that new vitality and letting yourself blossom, you're going to start experiencing joy and stability. Whomever that new person that you're with is providing you joy and stability, okay, that you've wanted, okay? You are in a position to be a leader, whether that's in your new relationship, whether that's at work, whether that's in life. You have a position to be a leader, okay? This is the Hierophant, the teacher card, okay? With leading, you're teaching others. Look at this guy in the Three of Pentacles. He could be teaching others a way of believing, dreams coming true. Taking lead. I feel like it's taking leadership of your own life and having success and growth. Okay, so that's beautiful. This like whole Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles is telling a story. You're starting to have stability and joy because you're working hard. You're in a leadership role where people look up to you and you're teaching them something. Your dreams are coming true because you're taking a lead and you're having success and growth. And this is your fourth card. So whether this is towards the end of the month or in the past year, this is started towards the middle of the year and now it's finally going. This is great for you. However, you still have a long way to go. 3 years, 3 months. You still only have 7 pentacles, and you've done a lot of hard work. And it could feel like with the money thing, you're giving out more money or spending out more money on expenses than is coming in, but it's necessary. Okay. Let's clarify the 7 of Pentacles for Virgo in the month of October. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. Remember, what did I say you need to work on? Trust. It's in the reverse position. Okay, and it's clarifying the 7 of Pentacles. So either you're not trusting in your ability to succeed with money or your career, or whom you're with, who you're building a life with. We need to work on trust with you, Virgo. Okay, you're not trusting something or someone or yourself. What is this 4 of Swords in reverse? Final outcome, 4 of Swords in the upright. 4 of Swords in the upright. 4 of Swords for Virgo in the month of October 2018. 4 of Swords for Virgo. 4 of Swords for Virgo. There we go. Change your focus. She seems very sure of herself, more mature. She kind of looks like the woman in the detached picture a little bit. She's found her spiritual self. She's one with the divine. She is matured. She is detached and let go. She has a clear vision. Okay, this is you, Virgo. If you work on whatever was in the past that had you conflicted, that made your world feel upside down, if you focus on on your issues with trust, okay, mindful of being exhausted, change your focus towards your new life, towards all the things you don't want, all the shadows and secrets you've kept, you work through, you change your focus. I feel as though for the next few months, it'll be a rewarding one for yourself and your identity. Okay, let's see what our spirit guides have to say for Virgo in the month of October. Overall, what is the message that Virgo needs for the month of October 2018? What message does Virgo need for the month of October 2018? What message or messages does Virgo need for the month of October 2018? Messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo. Okay. Abundance is your right, but it flew out in the reverse. So you may feel like you don't deserve this. You may like you don't deserve everything, but you do. Abundance is your right. Okay? So you need to start changing your mindset, Virgo. Manifestation. If you have a negative mindset, or you think something's not going to work out your way, or you think something's going to take a long time, or you're never going to get over somebody from your past, then you're going to constantly be bringing back that karmatic type thinking back in, and things aren't going to go your way. Okay? So you need to, instead of having this outlook of the 7 of Pentacles where he just feels like he can't do one more thing, or gosh, no matter how hard I try, I'm not going to get to the finish line. No, you're going to have the 10 of coins or the 9 of coins. Abundance is your right. So you need to start thinking that way. Think about, do a vision board. Write yourself a check. Make a little check. Of course, it's not real, but write it. Put an amount on that check. Put it somewhere where you're going to look every day. Okay? Possess self-confidence. There you go. Abundance is your right. Possess self-confidence. And it's not that you're not a confident person. I think you're just not confident in the issues that you're facing right now, whether that's with a past lover, whether that's with your finances or your career right now, or yourself. You're not confident in some aspect of your life. You know, Virgo, what areas you can improve on. So just know that you need to possess self-confidence in order for this blossom and new vitality, and change your focus, change your mindset. Okay, Virgo? All right, Virgo, so that was your monthly intuitive and tarot card reading for the month of October 2018. If this message resonated with you, please like and share this video. Comment below. Tell me how it connected to you. I would love to hear from you. If you do like my videos and you like the messages that I'm bringing to you, please subscribe. I'd be greatly appreciative of that. If you want to know when I'm posting my videos, click the bell at the top to receive notifications of when I post. Please also follow Your Arrow Tarot on Instagram and Facebook. The links are in the description box below, along with if you're interested in a personal reading. That information is also in the description box below, and you can email me at followyourarrowtarot@gmail.com. All right, Virgo, have a blessed rest of your October month, and I'll see you back here in November. Love and light.